Hi everyone, welcome to the Sports Lounge at Johnny Rocket, 16 Eleto Gabi Street, Victoria, Lagos. I'm here with Chuki and we're here to review the NBA season, and we have so many talking points from the just concluded season. Definitely, we know that the Joker does not bring just good luck when you play a game of cards. It also gives you the chance to select from multiple options. And the Denver Nuggets proved once again that they were that franchise by winning the NBA championship once again. This is, I think, Stan Kroenke's third championship is winning. Well, Arsenal might do it again next season. He won the Super Bowl with the Los Angeles Rams, I think 2021, and he won the NBA championship with the Nuggets. So yeah, Chuki, let's just get right into it. Did you feel like the Nuggets will win the NBA from when we knew the brackets took shape, the playoff bracket took shape?
Personally, I didn't think they would. I know that they're a very good team, but I didn't think they'll get this far. Because everybody thought the Suns were going to be a problem, but then the Suns withered away.
So who did you think will win the playoffs?
Who did I think will win? Oh, my Warriors.
Okay. Me, I thought the Celtics would. So everybody had who they thought.
I went with my Warriors. Then when we got out, I was like, you know what?
So it's safe to say that the Nuggets were not favorites and they eventually won against all odds. Yeah. Even if they were number one seed in their conference, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think that's the best way to put it.
That's good. So what do you think was the missing piece, or what do you think was that? I wanted to say was that Joker, but that would have been very, very poetic. But I'll still say it. What was the Joker that the Nuggets had in doing it against all odds? That is winning the NBA championship.
I think it's health, personally. I think this is the first time in like the last 3 years where the team is entirely healthy. The last 2 or 3 champions have had to beat them in the Western Finals to get to the finals. Every time the Warriors had to beat them, the Lakers had to beat them in the bubble. So you have to beat them, and that's because they've been injured. They've had Murray out with his ACL. They had Potter out. They've had people out, and then Joker has now become the Joker. Then it was just Jokic. It was just the big guy Jokic, and then 2 MVPs later, he's now the Joker, and now everybody's healthy. So at some point, I think it's something that's been cooking basically, and it's just it's ready now.
Do you think KCP brought anything from that his ring experience from the bubble to this team? Like, you know that thing where, okay, I have a ring, I'm bringing that experience to a ringless franchise in 47 years. Do you think KCP did anything like to this team?
Yeah, I think he did, but I don't think it's just him. I think one thing that people didn't really notice, Nuggets have a lot of vets. They had DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
They had Ish Smith.
Yes.
They had Jeff Green. And they also have KCP.
Yeah.
They have like some people that have been around the NBA. They've seen, they might not have all won, but they've been here.
Yeah.
So even when they were not playing, they were able to like balance the team out. Like, don't worry, you guys, just keep going. Yeah. So yeah, ring experience is very important, because that means, and KCP had to go through, like he was playing with LeBron, like you need high experience, high performance.
Yeah. And
now, like, yes, you can give to the younger guys, like the Murray. They've not been here before. They've not seen the finals. Potter has not seen the finals before. Yeah. Aaron Gordon has been suffering in Magic before he came. He has never even seen winning basketball before. Yeah. So yes, but I think the vets really help. I think their vets really help.
Yeah. Okay, so my last talking point on this is: do you think the Denver Nuggets are the next dynasty? I know it's tough considering you're a Warriors fan, but I'm putting you on the spot for this.
So the thing with dynasty, I don't think they're going to be a dynasty. I think right now they're the favorites for next season.
Definitely.
But the way the NBA is looking now, the way the landscape is shaping, I don't think we're going to get a dynasty anytime soon. I don't think anybody's going to be able to do that 3, 4, 5 year thing where the Warriors did like finals every year. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be possible. Like now, I think the last 3 or 4, since the Warriors dynasty, it didn't end, but they just had to reshape. Some people got injured. We had like 2 years of just everybody going to do your thing. It's been like 4 straight different NBA champions. So before you can have another dynasty where one team is like bullying everybody, I think it's going to be fine. I don't think it's going to be the Nuggets, honestly.
Just to add to what you said, I saw a tweet, I think on night of the finals, that this is the 3rd straight year that a super team is not winning the NBA. So Denver Nuggets 2023, last year with the Warriors, not a super team Warriors, then Milwaukee Bucks. So to prove your point, for 3 straight years, a super team has not won the NBA. So that's like proves your point that
it does.
The Nuggets might not go on to be a dynasty.
Another thing people forget, because but to be fair, the Nuggets are not a super team.
No, not again.
No, they never were.
Sorry, did you say the Warriors or the Nuggets?
The Nuggets.
Okay, no, the Nuggets are not a super team.
But the problem with teams that have that super team pin on them is they don't have. You can't fit all the rest of your roster. You can't. It's very, very hard. It's very, very, very hard. Warriors had a good super team because if people remember, I'm a Warriors fan, so I remember. Yeah. KD took less money.
Yeah.
Steph took less money.
Yeah.
So they can put some people. But this year, everybody is a max player. If you put in 3 max players on your team and you're trying, it's not easy. LeBron has him and AD now. Both of them are max players. If they should add one more max player, or they won't be able to pay Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
And they are trying to pay Austin Reeves. They won't be able to keep Hachimura.
Chuki, who was your underrated and overrated player of the last NBA season, or the just concluded NBA season?
So underrated Jalen Brunson for New York Knicks, because nobody thought he would do what he did in New York. He did Mavs. Mavs didn't pay him. He went to New York and took them to the playoffs. I know they didn't do as well as people thought they would, but he did very well, and then he didn't make All NBA. I think that's my main reason, because he didn't make All NBA, and they gave it to Randle, who should never have made All NBA. For overrated, I can't pick one person. I'm sorry, there are too many people, but I'm just going to blanket statements. Is all of them in the Timberwolves, except maybe Anthony Edwards, because when they got Gobert with cards, it was a whole thing about 2 big men. They're going to be. Then they did nothing.
They did nothing.
They did
Absolutely
nothing. What they did, they fought. They were throwing punches on the sideline. They did absolutely nothing. Just makes Jimmy Butler's whole thing that year.
It's painful because I'm a big Cat fan.
Yeah, he's not it.
But he's not that guy.
He's not the man.
It's just that guy for the Supermax, and that's just it. Okay, so we're talking about super teams earlier today, and there's no bigger news than the trade that happened yesterday of Bradley Beal going from the Wizards to the Suns. What do you think about this trade, as well as other trades that we might likely see in the transfer window?
This is like
building up to the season to resume in October.
This is gonna be like a top 3 fleece, because I do not understand how the trade happened, and I think this trade is going to have a bigger impact because I think teams will stop giving out no trade clauses, because Bradley Beal had a no trade clause, which means he could say he's not going here. So you have to take me where I want to go to.
Exactly.
And I feel like it will stop happening. Like GMs will stop giving it out, because how do you get Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, and like I think 2 second-round picks for Bradley Beal? It makes no sense.
Someone said, sorry to cut you, Chuki, someone said that their bench is going to be filled with Uber drivers. God,
because they can't pay. They have to trade 18.
Yes, they have to trade
18. Because with 4 of them on the team, I think their pay was around like 160 million for the season.
Yeah.
So where's the money you want to give everybody else? You don't have it. So you have to either be lucky like the Heat and find like 5 G League players that will be ready to go.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how it works. They have to trade 18.
I mean, so what effect is this? Because Durant has done this with Nets, and it didn't materialize into anything, right? And he tried doing, okay, that wasn't really a super team, but I mean, what they did with Suns,
it was meant to be.
It was meant to be. So, to what end is it? Where do you think he's going to? With
KD as a person, I think he doesn't care about. He just wants to play basketball, man, and he likes to play basketball with his friends. That was what made him go to the Nets in the first place. I want to play with my friend. Now he's come to the Suns. Him and Booker have this friendly relationship.
True.
He just wants to play basketball.
True.
What we have to remember now is that the Suns have a new owner, Matt Ishbia.
Yeah.
He came in, his first move, pay for KD. So he's trying to, he's trying to show flex his muscles. As a new owner, I can spend my money. I'm a billionaire too. I can show you guys I can spend money. I'm not afraid to spend money. So he's trying to show the city of Phoenix that he can spend money, because Phoenix hasn't had stars since Charles Barkley and after Charles Barkley, I think Amari.
Yeah,
Amari. They had not had stars. But now they have Booker and KD, and now he's adding Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's just it. I don't think KD cares about this. They just want to play basketball, and with Beal, we'll see where it goes. I don't think they win.
And to be honest,
but we'll see where it goes.
And to be honest, just to add to what you said earlier on the show about top cities, I have a family friend that is in Phoenix, Arizona, and the truth is that city is notorious for like cowboy western shit. So it's not really that much of a basketball city. So having these guys like bringing a lot of economic stuff to the city.
Oh yeah, it's going to help.
So it's going to definitely help their appeal. So yeah, the draft is coming soon, and I want to know where you stand on in Team Scoot, Anderson or Wembayama. But before then, a prelude to this conversation definitely is the fact that LeBron is waiting for Bronny. Once Bronny starts playing, LeBron is definitely going to hang his shoes.
Yeah.
Which American do you think can live up to LeBron's legacy?
Nobody.
Because it seems like everybody, like if I say name 10 basketballers, right, 6 of the 10 names you list are Europeans or Africans in quotes.
I don't think anybody is going to. Personally, first of all, there's a thing. I don't see the way basketball is now. I don't think anybody's playing 20 years again.
Yeah.
There's too much money.
There's too much money.
Everybody has like other interests. People start and the other things. I don't think anybody's going to play 20 years.
Yeah.
So for you to do what LeBron did, you have to be the man for 20 years. LeBron's career average is like 27 or something like that. That's insane for 20 years.
That's crazy.
I don't think anybody's close.
Crazy.
Nobody's going to do that.
It's very crazy.
Nobody's going to do that at all.
So whose side are you on in the NBA draft? Wembanyama or Scoot Anderson?
Man, it's Wemby. It's Wemby. We've not seen anything like this. It's funny because he can stink. He can come in and get injured like Chet, and we don't see him for a whole year.
Talking about injuries, what happened to Zion? But that's a story for another day. Just finish about Wembanyama.
So I think Wemby is just like if you had to draw your basketball player, this is it.
Yeah.
Very tall, so he can get rebounds. He can defend for you if he learns how to defend in the NBA. He can take the ball off the dribble. He can shoot. He has a post-up game.
Class. He uses class as well.
Bruh, and
so
he's
good for
European,
yeah.
which means he knows his fundamentals. He's not like American that is just dunking and flying.
Yeah.
He knows his footwork. He knows fundamentals. So that's with Wemby. I think Wemby is out. And with Scoot is like 18, I think.
17.
I think it's 18.
18-ish, yeah.
And now they're even saying he might not go second. He's dropping down to third because of Brandon Miller, because he can't shoot. He's an all-action guard. He's going to fly. He's going to dunk. He's going to catch bodies. He's going to catch bodies like how Edwards was catching bodies, but he can't score. He can't shoot. But then there's Brandon Miller that is a shooter at like 6'8". I know NBA is already going to go with size.
I think Spurs have number 1 pick, Abi.
Yeah, no, Spurs are going with Wemby. Spurs before they
Spurs
did.
will definitely
No,
go for Wemby.
bruh, immediately they said they were waiting to see, like, Pop just signed a new deal.
Yeah.
Only because of Wemby. The NBA were always going to send Wemby to Spurs. I was very certain. I told my friends then before they even did the draft lottery that Spurs are getting number 1.
Yeah.
They are not sending Wemby anywhere else. Wemby needs to go to Pop. That's it.
You know, he used to always be Timberwolves birthright, but because Timberwolves made the playoffs this year, I knew he won't go. He won't go their way.
It's like I think this is 20 years from Tim. I think in '93.
Yeah.
Or whatever. No, what am I saying? No, I think 20 years. Yeah, 20 years would be 2000. I don't know 20 years, but the last time they got number 1 pick was Tim Duncan.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
Yes.
Bro.
So their last 2 number 1 picks have been Tim Duncan and what's his name? The other big guy. They had a big guy before Timmy.
I can't
remember his name right now. It's skipping. But so immediately I saw that they'll get Wemby. Like it just makes sense. Wemby goes to Pop. That's just what it is.
True. All right. So we're having a what next segment. So in this what next segment, I just want you to say what you think about these teams this season and how you feel they will fare in the regular season next year.
Yeah.
So Sacramento Kings, what next for them?
They will be in and around for the playoffs. They are not competing.
Okay.
Except, well, it's early because free agency is not here yet, so we don't know who's going to go where.
Exactly.
But they will compete. They will be in the playoffs because Mike Brown's a really good coach. Again, Warriors.
Yeah.
Really good coach, really solid team, and they have young players, and they have a star that is not afraid.
Exactly.
In De'Aaron Fox, so they'll be in and around.
They play like they are not scared of.
Yeah, they're not scared of
anything.
anybody. They're not scared of anybody. They'll be
Boston,
in and around.
Boston Celtics.
Man. So I'm not part of the trade one because that's the whole thing. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum can work. Trade one of them. I'm not in that class. I think 2 of them can work together, but they need the point guard. They desperately need the point guard. They need someone that can handle the ball in the first quarter. That's not Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum. They should get Chris Paul if they can.
Los Angeles Lakers.
So for the Lakers, I think we can't see anything until free agency.
Okay.
There are too many question marks.
There are too many question marks.
With the
From
Lakers.
AD to LeBron to even the players that showed us what they can do from the
They don't even know
bench.
who's going to be there.
For example, Rui played very well against Jamorant's franchise, Memphis. He played very well. I think
you can't pay everybody, man.
But you can't play everyone.
You have to pay Reeves. I'm assuming they won't pay. I'm assuming they will trade Russell or they won't bring him back.
Yeah.
I think they'll let Rui go. But then who do you bring in? So it's just with Lakers, there's too many question
free agency,
marks.
we can't really
too
properly
many question marks.
We've spoken a lot about the Phoenix Suns, so I won't ask you what next for Phoenix Suns again. Last but not least, your darling franchise. What next for Warriors?
Man, first things first.
Is Draymond playing next season?
Yeah, I think so.
I think he still has 1 year in his legs.
No, but he opted out yesterday or this morning from his contract.
On podcast or in real life?
No, really, he's opted out.
Because you know there's real life Draymond and there's podcast Draymond.
He's opted out from his contract. So like this now, he's going to free agency.
Okay.
But I think it's just to get a deal. So the rumor is that he wants to get a deal that lines up with Steph's 3 more years, so that him and Steph will be free the same season.
Oh, nice.
I'm guessing it's so he's sure if Steph is still going to play or if he's going to retire.
What of Clay?
Man, I don't want them trading all the 4 of them, to be fair. As painful as it might be moving forward, I want us to keep Steph, Clay, Draymond. I want us to keep the 3 of them and find a way around them. Man, get pull. So let Jordan Poole go and be a star somewhere. I feel like with Jordan Poole, I don't want us to lose Kuminga. So with Jordan Poole, you can probably get something back. So I think Poole is who I want to go. But I don't want I want the three of them to stay. Even though I don't see Clay accepting a bench role.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen. But I want us to keep Clay.
All right. We're out of time, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to let you go until you tell me your highlights of last season. So I want one moment from the regular season and one moment from the playoffs. So your moment of the season, but I want you to divide into two. So tell me one moment from regular season and one moment from the playoffs.
Okay, so because I'm gonna go Warriors in the playoffs. I'm trying to think of a regular season moment that's not the Warriors.
Okay.
Let's just go generic. I think LeBron, man.
Yeah.
LeBron.
It has to be LeBron.
All-time scorer.
It has to
man.
be LeBron.
That's
we were
big.
alive to witness it.
Yeah, that's
So,
very big. It might never be
I don't know
broken
how
in our
long.
lifetime.
I've been watching basketball since 2003, off and on, because of ESPN and Eurosport always playing prostitution with DSTV. But LeBron has to be
like,
my
LeBron.
moment of the
LeBron is the
regular
moment of the
season.
regular season, man. I can't go past that. Yeah. Then for the playoffs, I'm going Warriors. So Steph's 50 points, Game 7.
Oh my God, that was
That's
historic.
it, man.
That
That's
was
it.
historic.
Just shut everybody up,
That
man.
was
He's never
historic.
done over 50 points. Like, bye.
That was historic.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much for your time.
No problem,
Definitely,
man. My
we'll have you
pleasure.
once again.
My pleasure, man.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks.